Good morning, good evening, and good night to you, wherever you are around the world. Yes, we are back with some more Dragon Blaze content. And I'm a couple days behind because I've been playing other games and other things, but I'm going to bring you guys some new content today, and it's going to be about the new hero. And we're going to do a little bit of different this time. I usually get the hero first, but I'm going to explain and kind of go through what she does. She is a rogue, which is very awesome. Her specialized content is arena, so she's going to be good there. But having more damage and having another rogue is actually very, very helpful because we need those kind of heroes into the game to kind of help us through tough times. If it's gonna allow us to kind of brute force what we're trying to do. But yeah, a painbringer. So she's definitely gonna probably be in the pain, that's for sure. So we're gonna see what she's all about. We're going to go ahead and go to the skills. We're going to display what she has first before we do anything. So to kind of see like some hidden stuff and all that jazz, to kind of see what she's really working with. So we're going to go ahead and see what the first skill does. And it says remove all buffs on one enemy and inflicts damage to on all enemies upon normal attack 12th phase. So that's kind of neat. So the fact that her standard normal attack, no special ability, none of that, removes a buff on one enemy and inflicts damage to everybody else, and it's 12th phase. So meaning this buff will always happen as long as it's 12. If anything's higher than it's not going to affect it. So that's quite strong, actually. I definitely do like it. It'd be cool if she removed all, but that'd be kind of broken since it's just a standard attack. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's go to the second one. It says inflicts 5,190% skill damage on all enemies. Cooldown 12.1 seconds. Let's see why. The first specialty says removes up to 12 phase buffs. That's really, really, really good. There isn't too many of those in the game at the moment, but in the future we're probably going to get more. So the fact that she removes up to 12 phase buffs, so that means she can remove up to that limit. So it can be 1 through 12. She's going to remove all of that. That's pretty silly, actually. The fact that she can just erase anything you have. That's kind of insane. And then the second one says blocks revive upon enemy death. That's another good thing. We have 2 heroes that kind of do that, well 3 actually, but this one is pretty sweet. It's going to block it actually. So we're going to test that one of these days and see if it's 100% proof or not, because I kind of wish they would give you percentages based on that. But that's actually quite strong in my opinion. So definitely loving that right there. The second one says special skill. It says cooldown 24 seconds. Let's see why. Specialty 1. This says stays immortal 18th phase for 16 seconds and recovers 100% max HP when immortality ends. So that's kind of broken, meaning she basically can't die for 18 seconds. 18 seconds is a long time, guys. Just want to let you know that it's a long time for 18 seconds. So she can take all the damage. She can be the tank basically and hit all the ultimates and all that jazz, and she'll basically lose health. And even when she reaches 0, she still won't die, and then she'll basically receive all her health back afterwards. So yeah, I'm definitely going to use her, and that's just the first one. The second one says enter Sea of Pain mode, 12th phase for 16 seconds. Sea of Pain effect 1. It says upon entering Sea of Pain mode, remove all buffs up to 12th phase, which she already has that. For her previous skill, it said it removes all buffs up to 12. So at least she kind of just says, hey, you're not getting nothing, but the previous one can move up to that many. So it's kind of cool, but I like that as well. And then effect 2 says removes all debuffs up to 12th phase upon normal attack. So that's kind of neat. So she's all about staying alive. She's all about removing buffs so far. She's all about kind of tanking and staying alive and trying to get some more damage in. And then she gets a reset basically by herself, which is kind of silly in the sense of the word. So that's pretty cool. And then her ultimate type signature skill, upon charging 100% signature energy, Specialty 1, it says inflicts 41,520% skill damage on all enemies. That's a lot, actually. She has a pretty cool ultimate, too. Inflicts the same additional skill damage on nearby enemies. So we haven't had that one too much. So basically, she's going to inflict 41,520% damage on everybody, basically. So that's a lot of damage. And then the last one says cast a blade of agony effects on all enemies 12th phase. And then we're going to go ahead and see what that is. So I'm definitely liking her so far. She seems pretty legit. So we're going to go by these. And then we have more effects down here, which is why I always go back through it. And it says see effect 3. It says increase physical attack by 1,384% and attack speed by 10%. See a pain effect 4, taunts all enemies. See a pain effect 5, attacks all attacks will not miss. So she's pretty legit, actually. I'm definitely going to enjoy putting a lot of rubies into this hero. I want to get her as strong as I can because she's going to put a lot of work in. She's going to be very, 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 very good for sure. I have high hopes for this one. And then her last one, it says Blade of Agony effect will remove all buffs. Blade of Agony effect to stun the enemy and increase received physical damage by 830% for 11.1 seconds. So no matter what, you're not going to have buffs against her. She's going to make, in most cases, she's going to make sure that they stay gone. So that's quite silly, actually, in the sense of the word. So that's very surreal, actually. And we're going to go to her passive. It says Daily Ritual. It says Personal Passive. Personal Passive, immune to instant death, which is pretty awesome. 12th phase. Specialty 1, inflicts additional damage equal to 10% of the max HP for all enemies upon normal attack. Ignores invasion and excluding bosses, so that's actually very good. We definitely like that. Disables death trigger skills for all enemies upon normal attacks, 12th phase for 5 seconds, ignoring evasion, immunity and evasion, excluding bosses. So yeah, you're not going to escape a lot when she's hunting you down. Grace of Suffering. It says conditional special skill. It says upon entering the battlefield for the first time, Specialty 1 inflicts 7,266% skill damage on all enemies. Specialty 2, cast Grace of Suffering effect on ally, warriors, priest, and rogues, 12th phase for 30 seconds. That's a long time, so let's see what that is. Grace of Suffering effect grants debuff and magic attack immunity. Receives only 1 damage for each from each the next 10 hits. Holy smokes. I'm gonna love this hero. She's gonna be very now it's just for these guys. So dual wielders doesn't work, and Cantors doesn't work. So you're gonna have to build a team around her to make sure she can get her effects persistently. So let's just put that out there. Type 2, conditional special skill, cooldown 8.1 seconds. Condition when hit. Inflicts 17,300% skill damage to one enemy and 6,920% additional critical damage to nearby enemies. Ignores invasion. Means you're not going to dodge it. That's actually very good. Gate to the Netherworld. This is your arena loot battle guild takeover. Personal passive, increase match HP by 4,152%. And reflects receive magic damage by 10%. Ally aura, increase physical damage by 1,661%. Warriors, priests, and rogues aura 1 reduces received AoE damage by 138% and receive magic damage by the same percentage I just mentioned. Warrior, priests, and rogues aura 2 grant immunity 12th phase. Specialty 3 removes buffs from all enemies when hit and stuns nearby enemies 12th phase for 3.2 seconds. Ignored invasion. So she's quite powerful. Servant of Pain. Infinity passive, personal passive, increase physical damage by 627%. Specialty, upon using Sea of Pain, increase Sea of Pain effects to 13 phase. So, she is quite good, guys. I'm just gonna kind of throw that out there. She is going to be strong. When you get her to max tier and get the stuff that she needs, she is going to put in a lot of work. And I highly recommend you definitely partake into what she's going to be doing. She is going to do a lot, guys. And I have another video coming probably tomorrow I know I'm a couple days behind. I had to kind of make this out. So sorry for that. But I'm gonna do another video tomorrow too. It's gonna be different though. Comparison videos are coming. Don't worry. I got a project I'm working on that. I'm doing other stuff currently at this present moment because I want to do some actual legit videos and on how we need to know things about this game and stuff like that. So we're going to be partaking into that soon. But that's today's videos, guys. I really hope you enjoy my kind of content because this is pretty awesome, and I'm so happy to be able to do this stuff for you guys. But until next time, guys, I will see you for the next one, guys. Be tomorrow. Peace.